In Java, primitives like int, char, boolean are not objects, but Java is object-oriented programming language, right? So it needs objects for many features like collections and all. So that's why we have wrapper classes which solve this issue. So we have wrapper classes like integer, character, and boolean. So they wrap a primitive value in a object. So wrapper classes are object representations of primitive data types. We have eight primitive types in Java. There are byte, short, int, long, fold, double, char, and boolean. So we have respective wrapper classes for this. Here is the table. So we have byte for byte primitive type. We have short, and we have integer, we have long, fold, double, character, and boolean. So this is how a wrapper class is represented for primitive types. So what are the difference between primitive and wrapper? So a primitive is more efficient, but it is not nullable, and it can't be means primitive can be used in collections, and you can't call methods. There are certain methods available for wrapper classes. Then default value in arrays for primitive is 0, but in wrapper it is null. So again, why our wrapper classes are needed? So if you are going to use collections in your program, so you need wrapper classes. So you can't use a primitive type, or you can't insert primitive types inside list or array list or any collections as such. So you need wrapper classes. So whenever you initialize or whenever you insert something into the collections, you need wrapper classes. And there are other reasons as well. You can see you can use methods like parse, toString, and all. So there is a concept called a parsing in Java. So it's kind of converting one object to another object. That is, if you want to convert from int to string, string to int, or boolean to string, or string to boolean, string to a float, whatever it is. So there is a parsing concept. So for that, you can go for wrapping classes and all. So and it is nullable, and wrapper classes are used in serialization, reflection, generic programming, and all. And it also enables boxing like auto boxing and auto unboxing. And it required in streams, lambda, functional APIs, and all. So what is auto boxing and auto unboxing? So boxing and unboxing is a concept like conversion of primitive to a wrapper objects or wrapper to primitive objects. Like Java automatically do those things, like it will convert automatically, so no need to do it manually. Like you just need to assign the value to the either to the object or to the primitive types. So here is an example autoboxing in the sense like converting primitive to uh, wrapper. So here is example. Here I have created an integer which is a wrapper, and here we have primitive type which assigned directly to the wrapper object, that is integer. So compiler converts like integer dot value of 10. Like this is what compiler do. It's like integer dot value in the sense a method within wrapper class to convert object. So you are converting to like from int primitive type to integer wrapper object. Again, for converting it back, so we have again you can initialize primitive type and assign the object wrapper object to the that type. So again, compiler converts in the backend. This is what it happens. Like it just do I dot int value. So we have these methods like to convert the primitive to object, you have value of, and again to convert object to primitive, you have dot int value. So compiler will take care of these things. And with that, we have other methods, as I mentioned, like there is a parsing concept. So if you want to parse a string to any wrapper classes, like if you want to like convert integer, boolean, or double, whatever the primitive types or whatever the other wrapper objects, you can use parse concept. That is, here you can see I'm passing 123 string. It's a string, and you are converting it to the integer. and same thing can be done from like integer to string. So these two methods like parse int to string, two strings goes for everything like boolean dot to string character, like character is almost it's a string itself, but again integer, float, boolean, or double, you can convert it to string using to string method. Then a parse int in the sense like if you want to convert the string, the reverse one like a string to integer or boolean, we have a parse. So parse int, parse boolean, parse float will be there. You can go for those methods, and you can compare as well, like use compare max to get the maximum value and all. So these are the utility methods which are available inside wrapper classes. And yeah, means in the character also we have is a letter, is digit to uppercase. You can convert it to upper or lower case as well. Those are the methods available in wrapper classes. So this is all about wrapper classes in Java. Thanks for watching.